Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading for March 2020. This is going to be for Gemini Sun, Moon, or Rising. For those who were intuitively guided to the reading, you know, you're probably not even a Gemini. Welcome. You may be in love with a Gemini, or Gemini in love with you, or you have planets in the sign of Gemini, which is exactly why I decided to do your reading today. I skipped ahead, as I did with Virgo, because you are Mercury ruled. And Mercury just went into retrograde. So, you know, take heed, take warning, take cover, whatever you need to do. Probably take cover. But, you know, if you understand that it went retrograde, and I would advise you, you know, watch a quick video on what that means. You could even find someone who's doing it for, you know, I probably should have done it, but someone who's doing it for, like, each sign. I don't know if you really have to. But yeah, it wouldn't hurt to check it out, just so you know what to expect. And I don't know, I was just thinking, I wonder if you could check it against, like, a life path number and how different. You know what, I'm going to go down another level here. I'm just learning about life. Well, not just learning, but getting much more knowledgeable about a life path number. But my question is, and maybe you can answer it for me, is do the planets affect different life paths differently as do, like, our astrological sign? Do you know what I mean? Someone knows what I mean, so please, I would love it if you could answer that question. You know, what type of influence do they have, you know, on different, like, life paths? Okay. Alright, guys, so make sure you calm your mind first. Do a little deep breathing. I always invite your guides ahead of time. It's like, we already know you're going to show up. So really what you want to do is ask for illumination so that you know that the message is for you. Could be the whole reading. May just be one message. Could be, you know, different messages. So that's why you just calm yourself before you start. And look what we open up with. 2 cups. Six of Swords. Looks like someone's moving on from this 2 of Cups. 6 of Wands, but it can't be a bad thing because this is the energy of victory. People seeing things your way, understanding your perspective more. You know, it can certainly be really someone recognizing something within you, a quality. And usually it's more than one person. It can be like the community, you know, a family, and, you know, a job. Anyway. Alright, well, let's keep going. You know, it's like this little girl here is pointing towards the victory. She's like pointing the way. So, I don't know. I don't know if we're leaving this 2 cups or if this is the essence of someone and we're about to go on an excursion to find them. And if that's the case, I feel like you have a lot of support around you. And maybe it's from people you don't even know. You know, again, it could be a community. And it feels like someone's pointing the way for you. Look at this. Ace of Pentacles. This is not feeling like a Mercury retrograde. Well, we're in February. That might be why. So the Ace of Pentacles is a potential... but why can't I speak? you know, I keep thinking downfall, downfall, and I'm like arguing in my head right now, like, no, that's not the word I want. It's not a downfall. It's, what the heck? All right, well, I'll figure it out, I guess, as I go along. But anything, it feels like a blessing that comes into your material world. It can be an offer, a job offer, right? It can be some type of opportunity, you know, and you're heading towards it. Heading towards it. And I don't know, for someone, you know, if this has something to do with career or what have you, it's like, as you get these people or person to see your point of view, you know, it's like your purpose is to get these people to see your point of view so you can then have this Ace of Pentacles, because it's something within their energy that brings in the Ace of Pentacles into your life. Notice the card's broken. Well, look at that. The card's bent, and it's the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles coming under the Two of Cups. So clearly this is the energy. Now this can be a past energy. We'll figure it out because it looks foggy there. And sometimes when I see fogginess in a positive card, I feel like what it's saying, it's the energy of the past, right? Leaving the fog is the past. And I have to say, oh, 6-6. Look at that, 6-6, 66. Right next to each other. It's like they're supporting each other. It could be the energy of twins, that type of thing. Because we do have the Two of Cups leading this. Anyway. So we have the Five of Pentacles. This energy of kind of feeling like the tower came down in your life. You know, it's an uncomfortable feeling. Can range, you know, from literally feeling like you've been thrown out in the cold. Look at this. Look what follows that, though, the Fool. This is kind of beautiful. So here you are moving on within the Six of Swords energy. Six of Swords, I know I'm jumping around, but I'm just kind of going with the flow. Six of Swords is the ability to let those swords go once and for all. It's the energy of moving out of the ego and, I don't know, more into the Zen. And, you know, it's your effort, though. This is your effort. So I'm putting the things down. I'm no longer arguing. You know, here's the energy of I'm leaving the energy of fighting, arguing, or that type of energy into the energy of people seeing my way. Right now, I don't have to argue. People are seeing my way. So I don't know. I'm not sure what that means yet. But nonetheless, so here it is. You're putting the swords down, and boom, the Fool comes out. Well, the Fool talks about that very thing, moving into your next part of your journey or the next portal with no baggage, right? And why? Because you don't need it. You won't need it. And that tells me if you won't need it, chances are you're going to forget whatever the hardship part of it was. You may, you know, good memories may remain. Really, that's what you should pull in anyway. But anyway, so the Fool is very ready to take a chance, right? I'm ready to take a chance. And so anyway, this tells me there's been some time between the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands, right? This is the leaving. This is the swords come down, and then, you know, something within that path brings you to the Six of Wands, where, again, the energy of victory, people seeing your side of something or what have you. But whatever this is, it then brings you the Ace of Pentacles. So it brings you something physical in your world, whether that be money, you know, a house, a job, car, you know, maybe partnership, I don't know. You know, and look at this. You have the Five of Pentacles. So it's really, I often feel in the Five of Pentacles is I was once in the Ten of Pentacles and I'm leaving it, right? It's almost like a subtraction, which means I may have half of what I began with within a partnership. And by the way, it's from the Two of Cups. So, because it could very well be your circumstance where you had the Ten of Cups. You may have had, you know, a nice home and financial, I don't know if I want to say freedom, but didn't have to worry so much, right? And whatever, again, this tower was for you, it moves you out of that. So it seems like immediately you go from the 10 to the 5. Now that could be for divorce, it could be anything. It could be talking about moving out of a family home. But what I also love about the Five of Pentacles is it tells you, even in this, the energy of feeling kind of thrown out in the cold, let's just say, there's people that are going to help you. And that makes be who these people are in the Six of Wands. They're soul mates. You know, soulmates that are written within your movie to show up at certain times, right? Maybe we know the bullet points of what's going to happen. Like, okay, this year, at this time, you know, we're going to have something hard that's going to happen. And so we're going to go ahead and get so-and-so, so-and-so, you know, in place to help you. Because you're able to put it all behind you. That I can see. You're able to have a fresh start. Some of you, that's what it is. It's a fresh start. Maybe an opportunity comes that then allows you to have this fresh start. Let's get the rest of our cards out. I don't know why I stopped. I feel like for someone, you know, the energy of the Five of Pentacles where, again, kind of feeling left out in the cold, thrown out in the cold, I should say. I feel like there's a pentacle missing. And I feel like this is that pentacle. And it gives you some type of balance, right? It gives you this balance. And I feel like whatever your experience was, you're coming out of it more compassionate, I think is the word. Though you may not feel like you've gained anything, you've gained something important. Something important. We have the Four of Pentacles. Some of you may be throwing someone else out of the house and getting the go-ahead, you know. We have the Hierophant. The card of Taurus. But look what came with it. The Ace of Cups. Hello. You have the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Cups. And both of them are around the Hierophant. So what does that tell us? That tells us. It tells us that whatever these blessings are, individually, whatever they are of a very high vibration. You know, I think of my faith. So I personally think then of God. So, you know, God's favor. But not just within love, but also within this earth. You know, and why? Why would these favors be coming to me, right? Why would these favors be coming to me? Well, clearly, for whatever you've been doing between the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands. Because that is the energy that then allows you to take on the Fool. Which, if we look at that, it almost feels like a lesson, right? It almost feels like maybe this was Source's little lesson within here. Right? The in-between was the test, and the Fool was going to say the reward, and it is the reward, but bam, then we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. We also have the Magician. So you're co-creating all this. You know, you're co-creating all this with a very high vibration, I have to say. And I don't mean yours. I mean whoever you're co-creating with. You know, whoever you consider. Maybe you don't even consider that. Maybe you think you're just doing it all alone. You know, maybe you don't think you have help out there, or, but you do. You know, you do. Don't forget the connection. You're always connected, right? It's like the silver cord. You're always connected. As above, so below. So anyway, because this is clearly showing us the power of manifestation when we do it through our faith, our beliefs, right? Our belief. Now, I want to say something. As soon as I said belief, I feel like someone through their journey, another lesson you have gained is you may have been very one-sided, let's say, about religion. And I don't even know what religion, just my religious viewpoint, right? It just seems very narrow. And how do I know? How do you know I'm talking to you? Well, you'll get this right away, because I feel like something opened your eyes. Something opened your eyes to the potential of other possibilities. And I'm not talking about source, really. I'm talking about, I don't know, maybe just about creation itself, something. And what it has done is it got you to open your mind, right? Listen, so it gets you to open your mind. And for some of you, I kind of get this. So with June, it's like I had this narrow viewpoint, and then something happens that gets me to open my mind and absorb something. And now I feel like, and now I almost feel like, and now it's my belief. It's like, and now I want to spread the good news. For some of you, that's what you're doing. It's like you had some type of an epiphany, some type of real understanding, and now you want to spread that news. And maybe you want to do this just as a side thing, but I feel like this may be a change for you. Some of you may not even have a clue what I'm talking about, but it still might be potentially you if this is something that's resonating deeply with you. It may be a direction you've wanted to go, and for whatever reason you didn't. And the reason I'm saying this is because I feel like I begin this by wanting to spread it, right? Wanting to share it, whatever it is. But then through that, I do have the potential of making a living doing it. So know that that's there. And I may be talking to someone who has had to relocate. You know, maybe you're the one who had to leave the house and you're kind of reinventing yourself. So look deep within, because there's a lot of people are like, I don't know what to do. You know, when you go deep within and you let your mind just wander, it'll come to you. Like, don't be afraid. You have the Fool here. It's like, don't be afraid to, like, I'm not experienced enough to start a YouTube channel. The majority of us who started YouTube channels had no experience. It was just like trial and error, right? Trial and error. I said from day one that I wasn't going to censor myself and I wasn't going to edit myself. It was just going to be what it is. And I can go back and I can see the tremendous growth I've had. But listen, people started following me back then, right? So it's being the Fool, taking a chance, going within to figure out what that is. But I feel like there's abundance on that type of journey. Definitely in that type of journey. Okay. Anyway, wow. We have the Prince of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Possible Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have the Ten of Swords. I don't know what I feel about that. It's like he's coming from the energy of the Ten of Swords. Could be leaving, but it feels like he's coming from it. Yet he brings some type of offer with him. I can't really think it's an apology because I think the King of Swords would have came out. So anyway, we'll see. It's the underlying energy. The underlying energy. Maybe that's someone that you have left, let go of. And, you know, your mind is starting to go in a different direction. You can feel different parts of you opening up. But yet, the old person wants to, you know, maybe come back together. And I don't know, I feel like you're a different person. You're a different person now. And you're starting to realize that. I feel like you're really absorbing your spirituality too, right? So, you know, it's like you are, I don't know, it's like I can almost feel you evolving. You know what I mean? It's weird. I can almost feel it. And I feel like proud of you because of it. And then again, that is what was going on between the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands. Okay. Let's bring out the Cosmic Tarot. And let's go deeper. I feel like someone, you know, as you're in this Five of Pentacles energy, which is, you know, putting your life back together, really, is what it is. But it's feeling the discomfort of that. I feel like you're going to meet someone who is, you know, I almost want to say jolly. And I don't know if this is about love, other than I feel for sure this is going to be a friendship that you love. I feel like you are going to love this person. And I feel like right now, look at what's on the bottom of the deck. Two of Cups. Huh, what's going on, Gemini? Anyways, I'm going to say he's got like this very happy demeanor and will probably make you laugh. And probably force you to get out of your comfort zone. I feel like it's someone like that, you know, but in a very happy kind of way. I feel like you're going to be very, very good for you. And I almost feel like if you're a female, it's going to be a male. If you're a male, it's going to be a female. But yet, I just want you to look at it right now as like a deep friendship. Be a lifelong friendship. Has to be a soulmate. And maybe that's why we saw two of Cups. Okay. Alright, let's start at the beginning. Two of Cups. This is a very romantic Two of Cups. I like it. It's like somebody comes up and just sweeps you off your feet. Oh, hi. Sweeps you off your feet, puts you in the boat, and there you go. Maybe that's exactly what's happening for someone. Someone's coming in and sweep you off your feet from where you live, right? Removing you from where you live and taking you with them, or vice versa. All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. Eight of Swords. Whoa. But yet, after all that, we have the Strength card. Whew. Okay. You know, here's this Ten of Wands, which, you know, okay, what I feel like for someone, I feel like for someone it's about your job. And I feel like you're afraid to leave. Or you're afraid to speak up. You're afraid, you know, and you may be someone, like, why are you afraid to speak up? Not so much that you're afraid. I feel like you don't want to put a burden on someone. Like, you don't want to put the burden on them. But yet then you carry then you have to carry it, right? Anyway, ultimately it's showing that you do, that you're successful in whatever your choice is going to be, but it's definitely an upgrade. But yeah, and I'm looking at the Six of Swords under that Ten of Wands, clearly saying, that's the energy we got to let go of, but yet here is a little bit of a wall there. And again, that's why there's a time period between the Six of Swords, Six of Wands, because of this Ten of Wands, Eight of Swords energy, which is tough, right? Tough. And I'm either afraid to leave that energy or I'm afraid to give it to someone else. And I also think you're thinking of, I don't know, it's like listen, the Eight of Pentacles tells us that what we focus on will multiply. What we focus on, and I feel like it's from our creativity, our passions, what can make us happy. But I don't want you to think like that, because it's also about making money. But here I feel like it's, what I focus on is kind of what I bring about, especially with the Magician down here. So, and what the focus is on there is the Ten of Wands with the Two of Cups underneath it. So there's love attached to this burden. And then the Eight of Swords is that self-created prison, right? It's that wall. So I feel like you're worried. I don't know. It's like you're worried about this burden, and I just don't know why. I feel like it's you not wanting it to give it. But nonetheless, you're able to overcome it. Let's keep going. See if that opens up a little bit more. I'm going to come down with this Ace of Pentacles too. Well, thank you. Look at that. We have the Prince of Cups back again. With the Nine of Swords. Wow. Okay. So let's stop for a second, because we have to look at all the swords on the board. These are the heavy swords. They have all come out. Right. Well, didn't we see the Ten of Swords? Yeah. Underneath this Prince. That's right. So we have the Prince of Cups here with the Ten of Swords underneath him. So he's attached to that energy. And we have the Prince of Cups here, but now attached to the Nine of Swords. So this is your fear. It's no longer a combined fear. It's something about your fear regarding, evidently, this prince. And it may be, how will they see you? Will they see you in a certain light? And I don't know, this prince may be offering some kind of change for you. And that can be like even like moving of a home, something like that. I don't know. I'm just feeling all these swords is what I'm feeling. So let's look at the Nine of Swords. Well, first of all, we have the self-created fear over here. Right? I'm not allowing myself to get beyond certain things. Instead, I'm protecting myself from having to look at something, right? And that has to do with the Ten of Wands. The Nine of Swords is, I don't figure this out over the Eight of Swords, and I get into the energy of anxiety, confusion, like not trusting my decisions at all, not trusting other people, maybe paranoia, right? I just can't do it. I can't trust. I can't, right? However, now I feel like, in a way, so you're in that energy, but this prince here, because I feel like he's a blessing. Though over here, I don't know. Over here, I feel like he's coming in the light. Let's put it that way. In a way, I feel like he comes here to help heal you. To help heal you. Almost like saying, this soulmate who's coming into your life is going to be romantic. And to help heal you. I feel very calm, very calming energy. And I also want to say that, listen, let's say someone comes in, because I have to be honest with you. I feel like, because we saw two of cups, some of you, you left a relationship, and I don't even know how long ago, right? You left a relationship, but when you left, all this energy existed and was not cleared. Okay? And I feel like that's one issue. And then I feel like, because it wasn't cleared, it remains today. It remains today. And what it's doing is it's showing itself in paranoia, right? I'm literally cannot trust myself. I don't trust myself as it regards to love. But it doesn't seem to stop the universe from sending in this person. And again, I kind of feel like, stage 1, curtain 2. How do they call an actor to the stage? Let's go, Prince of Cups. You're up. You're up. You're up in Gemini's life. Let's go. Right? So he's coming with this beautiful healing type of energy for you. And so my point was, I don't know why I'm talking so much, because I'm doing Gemini. That's why. So even if you do remain in, let's say, some fearful energy, though, you do have the opportunity to work on that yourself and clear it, perhaps before this even arrives. But let's say you just don't get to where you want to be. I feel like this prince, and it can be a princess too, by the way, is going to help you with that, right? It's like the last leg of the hard journey. And the prince is going to help you on that last leg. Okay. I have to say, I feel like the majority of this energy right now on the top line, the current one is the Prince of Cups. Prince of Cups is the only one who's like looking directly at me. Everyone else is like down, glaring off to, off to space, looking at the ground. So I feel like, we are talking about past energy. And the Prince of Cups is bringing us to, the potential of current energy. When I say current, that means when it's right for you, right? When it's right for you. Well, hello, Princess of Pentacles. So, possible Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Can certainly be younger energy. I see the Hermit out there, card of Virgo. I get Gemini and Virgo in each other's reading, probably more than any other two signs. And I have a feeling it's the Mercury connection. All right, we have the Hermit with the Princess of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Cups coming after the Fool. On the Fool, I'm sorry. On the Fool. That just kind of makes sense, right? Princess of Pentacles, she's someone who is truly seeking knowledge. She's seeking knowledge. She wants to expand, whether it's her mind, her heart, her soul, her finances. She wants to expand. She wants knowledge. She seeks knowledge. And I have to feel like when we get pushed into the dark night of the soul, that's when we really start seeking our way out. And knowledge is power, right? Knowledge is power. Anyway, what was I going to say? So, she's seeking this type of knowledge, going through the Hermit. And again, I remember how you felt up here, where I feel this real change within you. And I'm talking a real, you know, it's within, but it is a change. And I feel like we can thank the hermit. You going into that hermit. And it's showing, you know, when did you go into that hermit? At a time of struggle. When you're in a time of struggle. Right? You travel through the hermit. You know, for those of you who are going to share your newfound knowledge, here it is within the hermit, right? That's what the hermit wants to do. You know, the hermit emerges from the cave to shine his light for others, right? Now that I have that knowledge, I want to shine it on others, right? Shining it over to the Ten of Pentacles, which exists in this fool's new journey, right? This is a new journey. You know, it doesn't exist where we're at. We got to get up and move. There's somewhere we got to move. We got to get up and go towards it, right? But here it is. It exists. And maybe you're figuring that out and finding out, and maybe some of you are actually getting visions of what will be, you know, your, I don't want to say your final resting place, because that sounds, no, where you will put down new roots, and those new roots will become old roots. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So we've gone from the Princess to the Queen. Some of you, you've gone from the seeking of knowledge now to perhaps becoming a business owner, becoming an entrepreneur. We have the Three of Wands, and this is the energy of optimism, right? There's celebration, right? Celebration. It's like there's going to be celebrations in your home, on your, you know, about your home, within your home. So what I really want to say is celebrations, right? And this is the energy of optimism. This is the energy of believing, you know, saying, I may not see what's out there, but I know what exists, right? It's good because look at this, it's falling right over the Hierophant's energy. What? And then the Tower. Interesting that that Tower would come out last like that. You know, I feel like for some of you, what this journey does by the time we get to this point is it gives you a chance to look at what the Tower was, again, through that Five of Pentacles, whatever that Tower energy was for you. It gives you had the opportunity to reflect on it. And I feel like what it does is it changes your perspective about that Tower. It lets you see another perspective of why something happens. You know what I mean? It gives you another level. Well, there you go. For some of you, that's exactly what you're finding out. And I don't know. And then perhaps helping others at that point. I definitely feel like even though some of you are leaving a home here, I feel like you're definitely finding a new home over here. And it may begin as just you, right? That may be how it begins, but be damned, the Ace of Cups is over here. You know, we open with the Two of Cups, so we'll see. But I feel like, you know, maybe in the beginning it is about you. And, you know, another word I want to use for a lot of you is I feel like this is a time when there's going to be a lot of joy. You know, it's funny because we go from the heaviness of the wands over the Ten of Wands, right? The burden. Many times as other people's burdens, what have you, and maybe you're just fearful of leaving that, right? Fearful of giving them their burdens. But nonetheless, you know, you've got a life to live down here, and I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of joy now within your home, and boy, do you have your belief back. Okay, I want to look at the Ace of Cups and the Magician on their own, because they came out outside the spread. Whoa. So yeah, I'm going to pick these up. And we're going to look at the Ace of Cups and the Alchemist. You know, you look at the image of the Alchemist, you know, it's like he's putting this fine recipe together. A concoction that's going to bring him everything he wants, right? Because what's bursting out of it is the Ace of Cups. And look at the overflow, right? There's more than enough love. Okay, I'm going to reshuffle these because I'm going to use the same deck. No, you know what? I'm going to use the Crystal Vision. Let's give it fresh energy. I feel like someone might be studying chemistry. Oh, look at that. I just noticed the infinity symbol everywhere in there. Anyway, I feel like someone is becoming a chemist or a scientist. And I feel like, or maybe you are, you know, in that type of field where, in the field of discovery. Let's put it that way, whether I'm inventing, you know, but it could be like even recipes, because I feel like I'm putting these concoctions together, and I don't know, I just feel like this is what I'm meant to do. This is what I'm meant to do. And I want to say that I feel like that's a path where you're going to find your love. And you may find someone who's just like you, has the same interest of you. Because I feel like you're someone who probably enjoys, like, you know, if you work in the labs, like, I feel good in my lab. Maybe people got to pull you out of the lab. And I know that's only for a few of you, but there's somebody out there. Alright, let's look at this closely. Well, you know, only for Gemini can we get two aces of cups like this. Wow. I mean, does that not show us right there that what we think about, we manifest, right? When we put focus on it, when we, you know, maybe get more into the details of it, when we research, maybe it's when we open ourselves up to all the gifts that we already have to use to manifest for ourselves. You know, it's like, bam. And I want to say, like in this image, you know, I feel like it's being delivered by the hand of God. Right to you. Look at that, the sun. And I want to say, there was Leo energy very close to the, the Ace of Pentacles, maybe the Two of Cups also, in the last spread. So this is Leo energy again, but this is illumination, right? You know, it's funny because you had the Nine of Swords where, like, I'm just freaking out. I can't trust myself. I'm afraid to make a decision. I make a decision, look what I bring to me, right? I just keep doing it. What's wrong with me? You know, heavy energy. And remember, I felt like this person coming in, you know, is there to help you and on the last leg of this journey for you, so you can begin as the full, right, new energy. And the sun, I feel like, is saying, sweetie, don't worry. We're going to illuminate this to you. You know, this is, I feel like, being brought in by the hand of God. So there's no way they're not going to illuminate this, that it's for you. Even if there's a lesson in there, right, of trusting yourself. There's no way it's just going to slip away. It just feels too powerful. So, you know, I don't think you have to worry about that at all. And to me, the sun is feeling like the Ten of Cups here. You know, it's just such a happy energy. You know, the light is all around us. But look at this, 2 aces of cups with the Magician there. Some of you, it's you and a Leo. And it's like you both have your aces of cups, right? I have the Knight of Wands, which is very passionate energy. Ooh, baby. Well, come on. The Lovers, card of Gemini. And hello, Temperance and the Lovers together. It's like back together again. You know, I can't say that this, for some of you, this isn't about a twin flame reading. It certainly is. But with that aside, you know, I feel like it doesn't even matter. This is just talking about a real connection, guys. I feel like, you know, I feel like this one was written. It was written. You know, it was written in stone. There was no, I don't know, I don't want to say no changing it, because you always have free will. And I feel like that's why you're getting extra illumination, because you do have free will and you can be stubborn. You know, so I feel like the universe is just covering their back. You just don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. And then you have Temperance down here, which is all about divine timing, right? We got to let go of the when. And we just got to know, right? We just got to know. It's truly letting go of when it must happen and how it must happen and what they must look like and, you know, what they must bring to the table. It's letting that all go. And it's about the feeling, the connection, your gut. That's what you trust. Because, you know, I'm not saying, you know, some bum comes knocking on your door. You got to marry them, you know, maybe. I mean, maybe. If that's what it feels like at the time. Because it's going to be illuminated. I have no doubt here. I have no doubt. No doubt. And by the way, what's it going to be illuminated with? Passion. Wow. There's some romances about to start. I may even give you that as a title. Romances that are about to start that are divinely guided, divinely ordered. I don't know, guys. Let's see if anything else wants to come out. I think I also want to do an oracle card for you. I mean, hello. Is this Mercury retrograde? We have the 9 of Wands. So what's that tell you? Is that it's telling you to keep your focus. Keep your focus on what? On love. And it doesn't mean like, oh, I have to have love. No. It talks about you yourself coming from the energy of love, and that energy will match you. And maybe quickly. Maybe quickly. I feel like it's also talking about, you know, sometimes we only think about that last relationship and how they broke our heart, and we forget about how many times we have been here before, how many relationships we have gone through, entered, left, you know what I mean? And we forget that we have all that knowledge, all that ability, and we think we feel weak right now at the moment. But we are warriors, right? We have so much experience. Some of you, I feel like the energy of like the 9 life path. This may be your last time on earth, you know, if you so choose. So you're someone who, you know, your soul wants to expand, right? This isn't the, you know, I feel like if that's you, like this isn't the lifetime to sit back and let fear ride you. No, this is the lifetime to have experiences. Take a chance, you know, go after it. Keep your focus on what you want, but become what you want. Listen, that may be exactly what the universe is waiting for. But look what Temperance has right next to her, bringing in the Lovers with the Ace of Cups. You're thinking of that Ace of Cups. Here it is. Here it is. Wow. Guys, I think I'm going to leave it there because I feel like Temperance is saying, I'm not going to tell you when. You just have to trust, right? It's the Hierophant showed up. You have to trust. You have to believe. You have to have faith. Keep yourself in the light. It's not even like you got to focus on love. It's more about focusing unconditional love. And I feel like that means just loving people, right? Coming from a good, kind nature, instead of like, somebody steps on your foot, well, then you take it on the next person. Like, we have to be conscious of our energy so we can help spread the light, right? The more we spread the light, the more light is going to come, the more illumination. You have power. This is showing you the power. It's like what you're thinking about. When you do it from the light, bam, here it is. Here it is. And, Nine of Wands may talk about this may be a lover that you have been with in a previous life. I'm not feeling a lot of this is someone you were with in this lifetime. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not meant to put any expectation on it. That's what I feel like the message is, like, don't put the expectations on who and what and when, and trust, right? Listen, you are covered. And does that mean everyone? I don't know. I feel like if you can put yourself in this energy, yeah. And they'll look different to each one of us, right? And that's okay. And I'm going to leave it there. Gemini. What an awesome reading. Okay, I am going to also do an oracle card because they have been awesome every time I've used them. So, hello. Mercy. Mercy. I am kind and thoughtful towards myself and others. This card asks you to notice the way in which you relate to people, including yourself. If you are kind and thoughtful towards others, you will have a higher self-esteem. While you can't control how other people treat you, mercy and compassion are usually returned in kind. This card is a message to avoid gossip or criticism of yourself or others, and to consciously speak in loving and empowering ways. The higher energy generated by positive words will insulate you from negativity. This is the true meaning of judge not, lest ye be judged. Well, I think that's what the ending of our reading exactly was talking about. Well, thank you for confirming the message to the ones I love. I am kind and thoughtful towards myself and others. Guys, I love you. I feel like it was an awesome reading. I feel like you guys deserve it. I don't feel like the work is over, though I feel like, as you move in the light, further in the light, that amplifies and it speeds up. I feel like the light just brings you, I'm sure there's a scientific term for what I'm trying to say, but I feel like, when we concentrate on the light, it magnifies and brings us things faster, quicker. I'm not saying it right. Versus if we're focusing in the negative, it seems like we're stuck in the mud, right? Just stuck in the mud. So, I don't know. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the donations. Truly what's keeping me alive right now. Thank you for sharing the video. I know some of you said that it got to someone who really needed to hear it. Thank you for helping each other out. Continue to put your comments down. You know, even if I don't comment, and I'm trying to comment more, but even if I don't, I read your comments, and I don't know, I just feel like, it helps me pick up your energy too. You know, I can definitely feel I can definitely feel your energy in this reading, but particularly like comments that I remember reading, I should just start letting you know that. I guess I just assume you'll find yourself here, you know what I mean? Anyway, just thank you guys. Let's just focus on the light. Let's be kind. Let's be kind. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.